Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Average Characters. I'm B.
I'm Mike.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ah, man, it's been a
Let's
while since
see.
we interacted.
What?
It's been a while since we interacted. Sorry, I was a little bit away.
Yeah, well, while you were out, Trump attacked everybody and everything.
So basically, nothing's changed.
Well, there's a lot of panic right now, and
Yeah.
understandably so. Let's see, like what's
Oh my
happened?
goodness.
He tried to freeze all federal funding or all federal grants. You can no longer if you're a government employee, you can no longer put your pronouns on your email signature. That was just today. Um,
Okay.
let's see what else. He's still trying to take over Greenland and the Panama Canal. I mean, that's still on the table. There was a war. There was a tariff war almost started with Colombia because they wouldn't, let a military plane with undocumented workers land on their country. What else? Musk did a Nazi salute. Um,
Okay.
let's see.
Let's go one by one. All right. Let's go after the first one. All right.
All right.
We got to take the stupid stuff from the actual reality of bad stuff. So let's try to
Oh,
do
everything is
that.
bad. I'm being real. Right now,
Oh no
things
no,
are bad.
but yeah, no no, I get it. But some are tolerable in the sense that you can actually survive. Some are irreversible. So we need to figure that out right now. So let's salvage through the first one.
All
As
right.
far as I know, you can't just freeze federal funding
No,
when after the Congress approved it and then it was already signed into law, correct?
that's correct. And ultimately, what happened, I mean, just the fact
Oh,
that he tried to do this is frightening. But yeah, the
yeah.
federal court said, no, you can't do that for just the reason you were talking about.
Mhm.
And they backed down.
Right.
They are not going to, and I don't know. I mean, I guess they figured out that, this is not the fight that they want, that the Supreme Court, as conservative as it may be, may believe
Mhm.
in some of the fundamentals of the Constitution, like Congress controls the purse strings.
Possible.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I This is what Republicans and conservatism is, though, what
Yeah.
he did. Because he does not want the federal government to give any help to anybody. So that's what a Republican is. A Republican means you give no federal funding for anybody. If they need to have cancer treatments, you say no. If they need to have what do you call it, food, like money for food, they say no. Even
Yeah.
if you can't have the amount of money needed, and then you get SNAP benefits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is what republicanism is.
Right.
Whenever they say Trump is a revolutionary, they like the revolutionary part, but they forget that he's a conservative. Conservative means fuck the people. Screw
Yes.
the people. So
Yeah.
this
And
is
benefit the
true of what he
billionaires
is.
and benefit the
Yeah,
billionaires as much as possible.
exactly.
Like take
So
all of
all
that money that's being spent for the public good and give that to
exactly.
the billionaires.
Exactly. So this is what all of you Trump voters who are on SNAP benefits and all these type of programs that you rely on voted for. This is what Republican is. We need to just this is they need to know
Yeah.
this is what a Republican is. Republican means screw the people. That's the
Yeah.
mission
And,
of Republican.
I was thinking actually the other day, like, this is where we are at right now, is
Right.
pretty much the logical outcome of
Yeah.
where things started in the 80s with Reagan. I mean,
Right.
if you take a look at what's going on right now, you can trace a lot of the BS
Mm,
somehow back to Reagan with,
yes.
deregulation and tax cuts and, various, conservative policies that we've got.
Right.
This isn't anything new. It's like
No, not at all.
unchecked conservatism,
Mhm. Right.
which is about, as you say, screw the people. Unchecked
Yeah.
conservatism
That's
leads to where we are right now, which is fascism.
I mean, if you look at it, what he's doing is what conservatives want.
Yeah.
So that this is where I get confused by liberals. Liberals confuse the hell out of me. Republicans need to I mean, liberals need to understand, especially the liberals who vote Democrat or independent who vote Democrat. They need to learn. The only reason why they chose Trump is to make your lives living hell. That's all they care about.
Well, and enrich
So
themselves and enrich themselves. Let's be
yeah,
frank,
of course, to enrich themselves. But I mean, like when you suffer mentally, physically, or whatever it is, that makes them happy.
right. I mean,
I don't know
they're
how liberals
sadists,
don't get
or
this.
yeah.
Liberals do not get this. Once liberals get a brain and then they figure out Republican is bad,
Mhm.
Democrat is good. For right now, because it's a lesser of two evils, I will take a demon over the devil, okay? At any time. Because at least a demon you can reason with and you won't be as bad as a devil, okay? Republican is the devil.
Now, when you're saying liberal, just so you know, our viewers are clear
Yeah.
here, because
You and me, we're on the left.
we're
We are not
leftists, we're
considered classic
progressives.
liberal. We're
Liberal
progressives.
liberal has come to mean the establishment Democrats.
That's exactly what I
You
mean.
know,
Here's the thing. There are liberals within our faction of Democratic Party.
right?
They're the majority in our faction. Whether we want to say it or not, they need
Mm,
to enforce us to be their right hand in order for to make lives better.
left
And
hand.
they instead of doing that, well, I guess left hand, yes. That was a good one. I love that. That was a great hit. But they need to allow us to be their instrument. Okay?
Yeah,
We are the ones that will make the other side a living hell and will make better for society.
yeah.
Okay? They need to realize that. Until they realize that, I don't know if we'll ever get out of this both sidism, whatever it is. Right now, if you look at it, when you freeze federal funding just for no reason, that is pure conservatism. That is pure conservatism. Whether
Right.
you want to say it or not, that is conservative.
Well,
Okay?
and
That is a Republican ideal.
one of the problems I see though, and this goes back to 2016 with Bernie
Mhm.
versus Hillary, and
Right.
there are Democrats in
Mhm.
positions of power
Mhm.
that are very wealthy, that even though they are saying they're fighting back, um,
Right.
they are benefiting some in some ways from these policies, and they're not fighting hard enough. We as leftists make better attack dogs, so to speak,
Yeah.
in terms of
100%. You need to release
going
the
after
dog.
people.
Yes.
But the fact
Yes.
that they, continue to put shackles on us
On
and
us.
stifle the leftist movement,
Mhm.
is undermining the entire country. And I've said this before, many times. If Bernie had gotten the nomination in 2016 or 2020, he would have won, and
Mhm.
we would not be in this situation that we are in now. And I will
Right.
take that to my grave. Um,
100%. I 100% agree with that. The
yeah,
thing is, people need to realize when you help the people, you get rewarded. And that's what the left progressivism movement is. We are, if you look at it, we are the true Christians from the moral perspective and just overall following what Jesus actually put down. We actually follow it. And we do it all the way down to the bone. So people don't realize this. For some reason, these Republicans, they think that they're with Jesus. Nah, Jesus would think that they were a piece of crap.
well, no, I mean
Let's be honest.
they
Because,
appropriated
they,
Jesus,
dude,
totally.
dude, yeah, but like, dude, GOP Jesus is he would if Jesus was here on Earth, he would be one of us. He'd be a progressive, without a doubt. I can
Sure.
guarantee you that. Because, dude, he believed in helping the poor, helping the sick, helping the needy. Do Republicans believe in that? Hell no. They want to take money from those people. Like they stopped freaking funding. They stopped funding. Think about it. For people who need meals. They stopped funding for people who need like kids who are getting breakfast and lunch. They stopped funding. How
Yes.
can you see that that's anything related with Jesus?
No,
Seriously,
it
how can
doesn't
you
make
say
any
that?
sense at all. And I mean, I mean, it's all a scam. And
It is a huge scam.
they got at the top of their hierarchy, the biggest con artist, perhaps the biggest con artist ever to walk the face
Yes,
of the earth. Um,
exactly.
and what is just amazing is what I'm seeing now is this just came out today. This other
Mhm.
thing,
Right.
where if you are a government employee,
Mhm.
you can no longer have your pronouns in your email signature. A lot of people,
Okay.
have, he, him, she,
Right. Whatever.
they, them,
Yeah.
in there. And it's like, geez, how fucking, how fucking far are you going to go with this level of micromanagement? And who is this helping? It's part of
Right.
this,
Right.
bill that has a, actually, let me see. I've got this right over here. I have it open on
This is an
executive
interesting statement, actually.
executive
I,
order on.
uh-huh.
Hold on. Executive order defending women from gender ideology extremism and
Uh-huh.
restoring biological truth to the federal government.
Okay.
And like, how does like getting rid of pronouns on your email signature protect women?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
That,
and here's the thing that really just pisses me off about this. The bottom line in is the majority of predators, rapists, all of that, they are cisgender white men.
right.
Okay, those are the
More than
people that
likely.
we need to be worried about.
Mhm.
Predatory, cisgender white men. It's not the trans people. It's not LGBT. It's not the
Mhm.
LGBTQ community. And
Right.
it's like, okay, so and now it's like we're gonna, somehow if people somehow the reason that all these rapes and sexual assaults are occurring is because of pronouns.
Dude, it's similar to, I mean, they're going to use this and DEI for everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know how powerful this
Oh,
stuff
that was the
is
other thing I forgot. I can't believe I forgot about that. Abolishing D. I can't believe I forgot about that. Abolishing DEI. Yes.
for the FCC, right?
Well, not just that. They want to they're abolishing DEI for all government, agencies.
Oh, the FAA, I meant to say FAA,
Oh,
right?
the F. Well, yeah. I mean, they blamed DEI on the plane crash.
Here's my thing. I mean, this is what conservatism is. When you can't figure out a solution, you finger point at somebody else. That's all you do. So, I mean, I feel like as if you can make superheroes out of these people who are DEI people. Man, if you're like a black person in FAA, you're like a freaking superhero. For some reason, you're able to make things happen. I'm like, dude, I mean, I kind of feel bad for all the white people. I thought that they were the powerful people. What happened?
Yeah, I think if you take a look at some of our history in terms of how why DEI came about and the good that it did and all of that,
Right.
I think the conclusions that you would reach would be far different than what the conclusion that our conservative leaders have done,
Yeah.
which has
I mean,
basically been.
I'm feeling bad for the white people now. Like white people aren't that powerful now. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that all the power that white people have, got taken away, all because of three
Yeah.
little letters.
Yeah. It's like, what the heck? What do they think? I don't know. Man, but this is, I
And
mean,
let's
this
see
is what
here.
they voted
Who are
for.
the wealthiest people in the world? Bezos,
Bezos,
Musk, and
Musk.
Zuckerberg. Last I checked, they're all white.
Oh, wait.
As far as
So I don't think, I mean, do you need to have DEI for them? I don't know. I don't know. All of a sudden, it looks like they need to have powerful word letters.
yeah,
You know what they should do? They should just put on their thing, white, whatever, on their like signature mark. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't get it. Like, okay, okay. Let me get to the bottom line. All right, on
okay,
this stuff, the he, she, and all that other stuff, right? The gendering, all that stuff. Okay, this is stupid in itself, but is it reversible? Yes. We like if we ever take power, we can fix it. So that's not a big
yeah.
deal.
What I
The
worry
one,
about. Sorry,
yeah.
let me let you
No,
finish.
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah,
What I worry about is this is going to lead to further discrimination, and
right,
possibly unwarranted termination of trans people, in the workforce,
right.
or possibly
Which is
just
not right.
anyone who's any member of the LGBTQ community. I mean, one thing I'm worried about is like, are they going to like investigate who had those pronouns
Mhm.
on their signature? Are they going to go after them somehow?
Mhm.
I mean, this
Yeah,
administration is trying to get every federal employee to quit in some
yeah,
way, shape, or form, or find reasons to fire them,
yeah.
and replace them with loyalists, just like Project
Ugh.
2024, Project 2025. I'm sorry,
25.
25. Yeah,
I wish it was already done now. To be
which
honest, I wish
yeah,
it was occurred.
yeah,
I
I
kind
wish
of
we
like
could
your
somehow fast forward
2024.
through this nightmare.
I mean, here's the thing, Mike. I think our nightmare is just beginning. I don't think this is going to get any better. The only thing that we can hope for, honestly, is 2026 when
So,
there's a major.
did you see
Mm.
a story that came out? And I'm blocking
Oh,
his name right now, about the guy who did
uh-huh,
this big story about voter suppression in.
uh-huh. Yes, the 3.5 million.
Yes, and I'm gonna get his name here really quick, because he did an
No,
excellent.
no, no. I did read about it and I looked at it, and it makes a lot of sense because what they did is it was voter targeting and suppression of people who would have normally voted for Kamala. So,
Greg Palast,
yep.
Palast, yeah,
Hmm.
Greg
I
Palast.
mean, you know what? This doesn't surprise me because here's the problem. And like I said, liberals need to empower their progressive side. They need to empower us and people like us. No more of this half measures. If you like what's going on right now, it's going to continue further until you embrace your progressivism.
I agree.
Okay?
It's just what I just to go back to the subject here on 2026
Mhm.
is, if Palast is correct, was correct on all of this, what
Right.
hope is there that we are not going to see the same, if not worse, voter suppression tactics for 2026? I mean, what
I
he
actually agree.
what he did was, I mean, he was able to systematically document that, they didn't like, wasn't like any like foreign interference or anything like that, but like through purging voter rolls, through systematic disenfranchisement, through mail-in ballots, getting thrown out. It's like they may very well. I mean, this was like the conservative goal also, is to prevent people from voting.
Right.
It is
Right.
to suppress democracy and bring about
Correct.
fascism. So
Correct.
if
Correct.
if this investigation was correct, then
Mm.
what hope do we have for 2026? Because in theory,
Mhm.
in a fair fight,
Mhm.
um, generally what happens is the party in power during midterms usually loses seats anyway. But
Right.
there should be a repeat of 2018, because there is
Mhm.
no way that the electorate is going to accept what Trump is doing, as a whole. And in a fair fight, they would then elect the opposing party,
Right.
to try to blunt his efforts. But who knows?
It's
I mean, are we even having
yeah.
elections anymore?
Yeah, it's you know what? That's a great point. Great point. I mean, I almost feel like as if eventually what we're gonna have to do, people are gonna have to go to the streets, man, or
Yeah.
something. It's gonna be pandemonium, man. Because like, here's the thing: when you're taking away people's, benefits that they were supposed to get, what are they gonna do? You know?
I mean, yeah, I mean, they're gonna get, some of them are gonna get incredibly desperate and do things that probably they even never imagined
Yeah,
they would do
exactly.
to survive. And
Exactly.
what's
Hmm.
interesting is, potentially where this has the potential to erupt is in some of the red states, because
Yeah,
they're the ones that are reliant on so many of these federal funds, so many of
that's
the
true.
grants
And
and
and a lot of
Medicaid.
people and a lot of people are white. Just to let you
Yeah.
know, a lot of them are white. Okay. They might think it's all the black people or like the Hispanic people, somebody who's not white, but that's not true. A
Oh, and
lot
hey,
of
by the
them.
way, to any right winger that's watching this,
Mhm.
hey, there's been a bunch of deportations that have happened. Have the cost of your eggs gone down?
Yeah, exactly. As far as I know, have egg prices gone down at all?
Not that I'm
I haven't
aware
seen
of.
them gone down.
I haven't seen them gone down. We just, went grocery. we just went to, grocery shopping, my wife and I, the other day, and yeah, the prices seem to be a little bit higher than they were before. I don't remember the exact amount, but
Right. Was it
I
almost like
I eat
six,
eggs
seven
all the
bucks?
time, so
Yeah. Was it like 6, 7 bucks, something like
it
that
was
per
something like
dozen?
that. Yeah,
Oh, before the election, it was only 3, 4 bucks. Just FYI.
yeah. Well,
Thank you, Trump.
I mean, I wonder if Trump's plan was like, okay, egg prices are have gone up, but to make it look like they've gone down, I'm going to make the prices of everything else go up. All of
Yeah.
your fruit, all of your avocados, all of it's going up, but it'll make like
Nice.
look like the eggs went down.
Yeah. It's all comparison.
Yeah, it's all relative. I mean, sometimes things go up, some things
Oh
go
my God.
down. We're doing pretty
Oh my
good with
goodness.
up right now.
Yeah.
We're winning with up.
I'm just imagining one day. You ever watch that Disney movie Up?
Yeah, long
I'm
time
I'm
ago.
imagining I'm imagining Trump just like put a whole bunch of freaking balloons on the White House and then just go up into the sky.
This is where all your prices are going up, up, and
That's right.
away.
We're going up, up, and away. I'm totally good with the away part. Totally
Yeah.
good with the away.
But yeah, gas has also gone up. It's like $4 right now here.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Wasn't it like 3 bucks before?
I think so.
How'd it go from 3 to 4 already? That's too fast. I thought that he loves Saudi Arabia and Saudi Arabia loves him.
Well, supposedly we're drilling, we're going to be drilling more, 'cause so that'll solve the problem, I'm sure.
Drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill.
Yeah, and that helps out with childcare somehow.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, like somehow getting rid of all of the, getting rid of all the illegal immigrants was supposed to drop egg prices. So I'm still waiting for that. I'm still waiting
Yeah,
for, I mean, it's so anyone who has any basic understanding of how our economy works would
or
have,
even has two
raised
brain
their hand and
cells.
said, bullshit.
Yeah, or even has two brain cells that can communicate with each other. Would be
Yeah.
like, yeah, this doesn't work.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, this is really scary. And one thing I'm happy about is, I mean, ICE can. We're in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
it's well, Southern Nevada.
Mhm.
You're in Henderson,
Yeah, Henderson. Yeah.
and the good news is our police have said they are not going to cooperate with ICE.
Oh.
They're not going to interfere with
Woo.
ICE, but they've already said for now that, hey, ICE can come here, but don't look at us, you
To
know,
help out.
for help. And,
Perfect.
but yeah, I
That's
mean, it's like
great.
people are like, they're having to like pass out pamphlets
Yeah.
and stuff, to like tell people, okay, if ICE, comes to you, like this is what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And it is
The only
so
question that I
scary.
have,
What?
the only question that I have is why isn't ICE going deep into Texas and Florida? Those are their red states. Why are they coming here? I mean, I get it that we're technically a red state because Trump somehow finagled his way to win, but the thing is, overall, our administration, the only thing that's not Democrat is our governor, really, and then we
Yeah.
have one House of Representative that's Republican, basically two empire idiots. We have, but the rest are all pretty much Democratic controlled. So I'm just trying to figure out why they would even come to Nevada. Nevada would be something that they should come late last,
Well,
like mhm.
Nevada is very dependent on immigrants for
Wow.
labor in all. I mean,
Okay.
that's I think why we're not cooperating. I think if they,
Uh,
deported, everybody that was, here that was, not a citizen, that would collapse the entire economy. Not to
oh.
mention, we don't want to scare people from
Hmm.
coming here. We want
Hmm.
people to come here and spend money.
Okay. Well, what is our major thing that immigrants here in Nevada work on?
Oh,
Just curious.
they're in a lot of industries. They're in
Like I know service for sure.
yeah, yeah, primarily, the service industry, culinary.
Uh,
A lot of stuff, related to
yeah,
hotels,
right, right,
positions there.
right,
Some of them, are in the gaming industry as
right,
well. I mean, they're in, almost every industry, you can, think of. But
right.
here for like, our primary, stuff, with the hotels and, our resorts and, gaming and, service, restaurants, all that stuff. If they deported, everybody here that was undocumented, there would be no Nevada.
Yeah, yeah.
We are
Gotcha.
heavily dependent, and we pride ourselves,
Mm,
I feel on, being a state that welcomes, immigrants, welcomes people from all across the world. And that's why it's like going back to the Greg Palast analysis, the fact that we went red like is almost totally nonsensical to me. The fact
right,
that we voted for Trump because
right.
Rosen,
Hmm.
who
One,
is a very establishment Democrat,
right,
Rosen beat Sam Brown,
right.
and it was by a comfortable margin, if I'm not mistaken. So like, did people vote for Rosen and then vote for Trump?
That's kind of a weird thing. That seems nonsensical.
What some people have said is that some people may have voted for Rosen, but then didn't vote for the top of the ticket, protesting the Palestine-Israel conflict. But that doesn't make sense because Rosen is very pro-Israel. So
Yeah, it's
when that
very,
result came out, I was like, something is fishy here, and the Democrats won
yeah,
everything else,
yeah.
pretty much everything else.
So it looks like what they're doing here, they're somehow making it so that the top of the ticket one, they're fudging it somehow. Weird.
Yeah. I
Oh,
it's
interesting.
just it's strange, and
Yeah.
I don't know what has been concluded so far,
Mhm.
but what I do know is, um, what's unfortunate is this state is one of the easier states to vote in. We've got
Right.
mail-in balloting, we've got
Early vote.
we've got early vote. We
Mhm.
don't require a voter ID, at least not for now. I'm very worried that the next election cycle they're going to approve a voter ID law. I'm very worried about
Work
that.
anyway.
That's going to
How would that work?
disenfranchise what?
How would that work anyway? I mean, we do mail in.
So the mail-in, what they would have to do, if I understood the bill correctly, is
Hmm.
or the ballot measure correctly, is they would have to provide PII, personally identifiable information, on the ballot,
Hmm.
like birth
Hmm.
date, last four of social security number, something like that. And
Hmm.
another thing that I with the photo
Hmm.
ID thing
Hmm.
is what is to stop a malicious person from looking
Hmm.
at a poll worker, from looking at a photo ID and saying, this doesn't look like you. I don't think you should vote.
Right. Right.
Our system was fine the way it was, and now you got, conservatives, trying to mess with it and suppress the vote. So,
Well, I mean, they need to have less people in there in order for them to win,
yeah,
right? Less people vote, the more they win.
yes.
Bottom line.
Or not just less, it's the right people that have to vote.
Mm,
The right
right, right.
So,
Yeah.
I just got the 10-minute warning on here. This is what I'm going to suggest here
Right.
is because we didn't do an episode last week.
Right. So we
So,
got something to make up.
right. So let's break out of this one.
Hmm.
Okay. And we're going to shoot the second one. We'll shoot the second one in about 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And
That sounds
then
good.
we'll continue this conversation and we'll release both episodes. We'll release this one that we're doing right now. We'll release it on Tuesday. And then we'll release the second part of this
Right.
on Wednesday. So this won't be this will technically be a two-parter, but it will be two episodes total.
I will end this one with one saying,
Yes.
okay? I think everybody needs to know this. If you're a Christian or Catholic, Protestant, whatever, and you actually believe in Jesus and the morals of Jesus and stuff like that, you have to be a progressive. I'm sorry. That's only the choice you have when it comes to politics. If you're any one of the other ones, you care about destroying people's lives. So if you care about helping people and things like that, everything that Jesus taught us, you would definitely be a progressive without a doubt. Because we, as progressives, we believe in helping the needy, the poor, and helping our fellow man. So that's something pretty much any Republican will not. They want the exact opposite. So just FYI. Okay.
Yeah,
And remember, bottom line, Jesus would have been a progressive anyway. So
yeah, it's really a shame, how conservatives over the, last couple of decades have effectively hijacked, you know, what is, supposed to be,
mhm.
a practice of love and
Right.
tolerance and
Right.
inclusion, and has,
Right.
perverted it into something that, would have made Jesus's flesh crawl, you know.
Yeah. 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 Jesus would he would think that they were absolutely horrible. They're similar to that golden calf that they
I mean,
prayed
that's
to
basically
over
what
in
Trump is,
he's the golden
worshiping.
calf,
Yeah.
100%. Yep. Cool. All right.
All right. Okay.
We'll
So we're going
start.
to wrap this one up. We're going to take a
Mhm.
short. We'll take a short break. The episode, the second part of this will be posted tomorrow.
Yep.
And thank you all very much for. Oh, you want to end it too, or do you want me to end it?
No, you ended it perfect. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead. You do it.
All right. So thank you all very much for watching. Please like this video and please subscribe if you haven't already done so. It is because of support from all of you that we're able to continue making these episodes and, speaking truth to power and all that. And we very much appreciate, all of your support. So thank you very much for watching and or listening. And we will see you next time. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you so much.